In this video, I'm going to show you the extremely common funnel mistake that services fall for. This one mistake can quietly kill your leads without you realizing it. We will also look at how to fix it using a simple 3-step framework that doesn't require super expensive tools or some extremely complicated tech. You'll also find out exactly what to test first on your landing page, how to write emails that feel personal instead of pushy, and practical tools that actually save you time instead of creating more work. So now let's dive right in. Okay, so I'm just going to get straight to the meat. This mistake. What is it and why is it so dangerous to your service? The mistake is this. You're overcomplicating your funnel while losing the human connection. Here's what I mean. Somewhere along the way, we got convinced that sophisticated marketing means complex marketing. Multiple lead magnets, 7 different email sequences, landing pages with 15 different sections, and calls to action pointing in every direction. We've been told that more touch points mean more conversions, but the opposite is actually true. The real problem is that in our rush to implement all these marketing tactics, we've forgotten to align our messaging with what our clients really fear and desire. We're so focused on showcasing our expertise that we're not addressing the emotional core of why someone would hire us in the first place. Your prospects aren't looking for the most comprehensive solution. They're looking for someone who understands their specific situation and can guide them to the outcome they want without making them feel overwhelmed or uncertain about the process. Let me paint a picture of how this plays out in funnels I've reviewed. Your landing page has 3 different lead magnets because you want to appeal to different types of prospects. Your main headline talks about your methodology, but your subheadline focuses on results. Your call to action button says, "Get started," but started with what? Your prospects land on this page and they can't quickly figure out what you do, who you help, or what happens when they click that button. Then in your email sequence, you're sending them case studies, behind-the-scenes content, and educational pieces, but you're not addressing the real reason they opted in. They wanted to know if you can solve their specific problem, but instead they're getting a masterclass on your industry. This creates friction and doubt in your prospects' minds. They start questioning whether you really understand their situation. They wonder if your solution is going to be another complicated system they have to learn. And most importantly, they begin to lose trust that you can deliver the simple, clear outcome they're actually looking for. The result? They stop opening your emails. They don't book that discovery call. They ghost you right when things should be heating up. Okay, but now how do we fix this? How do we turn this around? Here's the 3-step framework that turns this around. Step 1. Know your client's emotional core and speak to it clearly. Your prospects have 2 primary emotions driving their decision: fear and desire. The fear of wasting more money on something that doesn't work, and the desire to find someone they can trust to handle this problem for them. Your messaging needs to acknowledge both of these directly, not with industry jargon or clever positioning, but with plain language that shows you get it. Step 2. Simplify your funnel to one clear path and one next best step. Pick one lead magnet that speaks to your ideal client's biggest pain point. Create one landing page with one clear promise and one call to action. Build one email sequence that moves prospects from problem awareness to booking a call with you. That's it. Every piece of your funnel should have one job and do that job well. Step 3. Use nurturing email sequences that feel personal, not pushy. Instead of sending generic tips and case studies, write emails that feel like you're talking to one person who's dealing with a specific challenge. Share relatable stories about other clients who had similar concerns. Address the objections you know they're thinking about. Make them feel understood before you try to make them feel impressed. Let me give you some specific things you can test starting today. On your landing page, look at your headline. Does it clearly state the outcome your ideal client wants, or does it describe your process? Many service business owners lead with how they work instead of what their clients get. Testing a headline focused on the end result often improves conversion rates. For your email copy, try this simple test. Read your emails out loud and ask yourself, does this sound like something I would say to a friend who's struggling with this problem? If it sounds like marketing copy, rewrite it to sound like helpful advice from someone who cares about their outcome. In terms of tools, you don't need the latest marketing automation platform. You need clarity on your message and consistency in your follow-up. A simple email service provider and a basic landing page builder are enough to implement this framework effectively. The key is to focus on connection before conversion. When your prospects feel understood and confident in your ability to help them, the sales process becomes much more natural. Now here's the question I know you're thinking. How do I know if these changes are really helping my business? Most business owners track the wrong stuff. They watch how many people visit their website, count social media likes, or check how many people open their emails. But none of that tells you if you're getting more paying customers. So what exactly should you watch instead, and which numbers actually help your business make money? First of, you want to count how many people go from signing up for your free thing to booking a phone call with you. Let's say 100 people download your free guide. How many of those people actually book a call? If you're doing things right, this number should get better over time. A good goal is to have 10 to 20 people out of every 100 book a call with you. But what matters most is that this number keeps getting better each month. Also, you may want to count how many phone calls turn into paying customers. This tells you how many discovery calls become actual clients. When your website and emails do a good job explaining what you do, the people who call you should already want to work with you. If most of your calls don't turn into customers, it usually means your website isn't explaining things clearly enough. The third thing is, listen to the questions people ask on your phone calls. When everything is working well, people should ask things like, when can we start, or what happens next? They shouldn't be asking, what do you actually do, or how do I know you can help me? If you're still spending most of your calls explaining your basic services, your website needs to do a better job explaining what you do. Here's an easy way to track this each week. Make a simple list with 3 things: how many people signed up, how many booked calls, and how many became customers. Check these numbers every month and look for improvement over time. The real sign that your simple approach is working isn't tons more website visitors or social media followers. It's that your phone calls get easier, people seem more ready to work with you, and you spend less time trying to convince them and more time helping them understand exactly how you'll solve their problem. Your marketing? Like, it really doesn't have to feel complicated or overwhelming. When you strip away the noise and focus on what your clients actually need to hear, everything becomes simpler. The mistake isn't that you're not doing enough marketing. The mistake is that you're not doing the right marketing. You're not speaking to the real concerns your prospects have, and you're not making it easy for them to take the next step with you. Take some time this week to audit your current funnel with this framework in mind. Look at every touch point from your prospect's perspective. Ask yourself, is this helping them feel more confident about working with me, or is it creating more questions they need answered? If you would like a quick 5-minute audit of your funnel or your process to spot the areas that you can test and improve upon, check out the free downloadable checklist, especially made for service businesses with smaller teams. It's meant to help you trace the leaks in your own business and identify what your next steps should be to solve it. This way, you can make changes to those exact areas of your sales pipeline and understand your customer better. This way, you'll be more likely to get more out of your marketing efforts even with the same number of leads in future. The link is in the description below. This has been Rita with ClicksandThings.com. See you in the next one.